your new Toyota Starlet Cross. Own it.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiskiTimes.co.za. Silapha ke kwi-crime scene apho yenzeke khona isiganeko sanamhlanje. Mamelodi Sundowns collected 6 points against the Kaizer Chiefs. Sakhumbula ku first leg where they won 2-1 at FNB Stadium. Namhlanje ke the man who scored the equalizer at FNB Stadium. Namhlanje he scored the winner, Lucas Ribeiro Costa, and I've got coach namhlanje. Uzachaza ukuthi ungicoach bani. Uzasichazela ngomdlalo namhlanje coach. Mandikubulisa kunjani?
Hola, Shade. I almost said Nkulego. I love what you said, the crime scene. It's Kabelo, by the way, it's Kabelo. Well, for me, the game, man, it has always been tactical. I think Ukadoz is a coach for big games. He doesn't struggle. He knows how to defend. He's your typical African coach, my brother. He knew that Sundowns is going to come, and what he did is to crowd the middle field. As long as Sundowns doesn't play in the middle field, it's always difficult for them to show their true quality. But then, you know, in coaching, they always say you must always have your 1v1 battles and your group battles. Now, that's how Sundowns scored. Because they just played a long ball, and then Reyners came in, and then Kasongwa always say, my brother, there's certain things we should stop comparing. I think the time we stop comparing Ribeiro and any other player in PSL, I think everyone will get the credit that they deserve. He didn't have a good game, yes, but look at what he does. That's what separates an average player and the best player for me. So for me, it was pretty simple. I feel for me, like Utkale had a good game, yes, we can say that. But look at how Sundowns presses Chiefs. It allows them, they know Uvoma is not comfortable. So what do? They make sure that the centre backs don't play. Then it forces them to play back to Uvoma, who's not comfortable. So I think it was a very tactical game. It shows you, this is coaches that really played KF. This is the kind of games we see. And I remember Kados in his press, he did mention that such games are not the games that are going to be wow, because it's going to be very tactical. But yeah, I think this still is the question, whether there's a championship race or what. For me, it's over.
Coach, you just said for you it's over. I think you're the third person now. Oti is over. Junior Kanya said it's over. Where else? I think Lilongosi also said it's over. Now you're saying it's over. But namhlanje, fans of Sundowns have always spoken about ICAF Champions League and how sometimes they need to manage the games. Did you see glimpses of that namhlanje, where you feel they are still practicing for ICAF on how to win certain games as ICAF Champions League, and that sometimes you don't need to play fancy, you just need to play as a collective and just collect 3 points, or just play to advance to the next stage?
Well, Shane, I think ever since Cardoso came in, that's what we've been looking at. Look at the kind of play that Sundowns play now. They played behind the strikers. Remember, if you play in the opposition's half, you always stand a chance of defending because the ball is in your attacking area. So it has always been that. It's just that South Africans, we are very naive to accept when change of play happens. Look at how Sundowns scores now. They play from their half long, one touch inside goal. It took them 3 touches to score a goal. So I think Cardoso is a typical coach for KF Champions League. And for me, it's just that, Shane, when you lose Champions League over and over, you start panicking. But I believe Sundowns has the material. They've got the right coach to do that. Look at their set piece. When last did you see Sundowns training set pieces? Ever since Cardoso came in. So it shows you that they are preparing for that. It's just unfortunate that we can say Sundowns is ruling a bad way now. Look at how many times this league has been changed names, and there's always been one team. So I think they are preparing for that. For me, they are ready. It's just a matter. Sometimes you need luck. Sometimes you just need luck. Today they didn't have their best game, but they had the most important thing, back of the net, and that's what wins games.
And for Kaizer Chiefs, coming into Lomdlalo, their last game was against SuperSport, where they lost 4-1. Did you see any improvements from their side coming from Namhlanje 4-1 against SuperSport and also losing Namhlanje against the Sundowns?
You see, Shane, when you're playing against champions, you always say, let me hold back. But when you're playing against a team that is average, you're always thinking you've got more chances. So that was the difference. Kaizer Chiefs came today with in the back of the head, we're playing Sundowns, we need to hold back. But when they played SuperSport, they were exposed because they wanted to do what? To attack. So that's the difference. Hence what I'm saying, maybe Cardoso is a coach for big teams. But for me, he is a good coach. For me, he's a good coach. But you need to carry on. You can't defend well against big teams only, or against teams that are playing well. If you remember Pirates, he did extremely well. Against Sundowns, again, he's doing extremely well. But yeah, so for me, I think it's just a matter of maybe, I don't want to say undermine, but he knew who is he playing today. He was playing the champions, so you had to respect the champions. They gave Sundowns their respect, hence why the scoreline 1-0.
The return of Udove for Kaizer Chiefs. Umbona kanjani namhlanje coming back from a long injury for Kaizer Chiefs, starting a game enkulu kangaka namhlanje?
I was surprised, but let's give him credit. He played well. I don't know whether he played well because Sundowns was not at its best, or is it because he did extremely well. It's tricky, Shane, when Sundowns is not playing to its tune. You see, we always say, maybe Dove did well, but for a player who hasn't played for so long, I think out of 5 you can give him a 4. He hardly made mistakes. Sundowns didn't really capitalize on his side, so I think he did well. He did fairly for me.
And the Uto prisoner? Nah, yeah, he's been out for a long time. After la injury, Morris. But he looked a bit rusty. But what did you make of him now?
You know, Shade, if you looked at that sub, I think that's what killed Chiefs. Before Morris went off, Chiefs was on top of Sundowns. You see, because of Morris, of his structure and all those things. For me, Dupreez is not ready. I might be wrong, but he didn't look ready. I thought they would have put him on the side and then put Lilebo up against the two. For me, now he did bad. I don't like criticizing players because you believe they're at work. So I think they should have given more time before he came onto the game, or maybe play him on the side, just so that they don't expose him. Remember, Dupreez, his strength is what? Speed. Now, if Sundowns is playing that deep, the centre backs are not pushing up, he doesn't have time to run behind the strikers, the defender. So it was just an okay game for me. Hence why he was subbed off again.
Well, Coach, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's it. It's already Sundowns 1, Kaizer Chiefs 0. Thank you so much for watching iDiski TV.
For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za.
Shapunjan bafowethu igama lami uLindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiski TV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Benedict Villagazi, they call me so. Niyazi bafowethu, amakhosi for life, they are back in winning ways. Please, siyacela ukuthi subscribe iDiski TV.